a joint release co-signed by the Minister of Secondary Education and that of Basic Education, the 2022-2023 school year has been defined for all government and private schools in Cameroon, divided into 3 terms. As usual, the first term begins from the 5th of September to the 25th of November 2022, during which a total of 420 teaching and learning hours are expected to be covered. The first part of second term begins from the 28th of November to December 16th, 2022. The Christmas break will come in from the 19th of December 2022 to the 3rd of January 2023. The second part of the second term will run from the 3rd of January to the 3rd of March 2023 with at least 420 hours of studies covered so far. The first part of the third term will begin from the 6th of March to the 31st of March 2023. Then the Easter break will interrupt till the 17th of April. From the 17th of April through the 26th of May 2023, it will be the second part of the third term. Official exams will take place between the 15th of May to the 28th of July 2023. Teaching staff begin their holiday from the 31st of July 2023.
Over 100 youths in Bedwa, East region of Cameroon, have completed their training at the Cameroon Civic Service. The program, which lasted for a month, was aimed at training civic, responsible and exemplary youths capable of promoting and contributing judiciously to national growth. During the training, these youths were educated on a variety of topics like moral values, civic service training, military training, among others.
We learned so many things here, how to sing the national anthem in French, both and in English. Some subjects that you are not doing in French in school. I've learned so many things, the reproduction of youth in French, how to talk in front of people, how to secure a person that is in difficulties, suffer from throat obstruction, how to help people, and how to respect the national anthem, to respect all the symbols of our country.
During the graduation ceremony, these youths who have been away from home for over a month received their attestations to crown the training. Emilien Dimbele, head of the Regional Agency for the National Civic Service for Participation in Development, highlights that these youths are called upon to create awareness about the National Civic Service for Participation in Development in their schools, families, and communities.
Coming from the 5 divisions that consist the Adamawa region, these youths, 100 in number, aged between 17 to 21 years old, have recently come to the end of their training in the Civic Service for Development in Gaoundéry. After 1 month of practical and theoretical training at the Classical and Modern High School in Gaoundéry, the laureates received certificates making them soldiers of the Moral Army. They expressed their gratitude to the head of state for giving them the opportunity to partake in the training.
We cannot end up our remarks without greatly thanking His Excellency Mr. Paul Biya, President of the Republic, Head of State, for the realization undertaken in favor of improvement of our living standards. We salute his unwavering commitment to work for the development of Cameroonian youth.
The ceremony was presided over by the Adamawa Regional Governor, Kiodadi Tageke Bukar, who congratulated those who ensured the success of the training.
I want to congratulate Madame, the Chief of the Center, for her devotedness to good work. And I don't forget other stakeholders who have taken part in this formation.
Being the 9th batch of laureates to receive the training in the Adamawa region, they were called upon to take lead in ensuring the maintenance of civic and moral values, peace, social cohesion, and coexistence.
Close to a week for the 2022-2023 academic year to begin, The Association for the Promotion of Entrepreneurship, ASOPEN, has reached out to some papers and students affected by the ongoing socio-political conflict in the Northwest region with some school didactic materials. School needs consisting of school bags, books, pens, pencils, flour, among others, to help alleviate the stress that comes with preparation of school resumption, coupled with inflation rocking the country. Taking place at the Old Town community in Bamenda 2, Divisional Officer for Bamenda 2, Nicholas Congo, lauded the initiative as a teaching time that says,
for the minutes wisely to come to Bamenda 2 subdivision. We are this period doing our back to school campaigns. This activity of today, donation of didactic material, comes to accompany the efforts we are already putting in place to encourage back to school. I use this opportunity to thank Alaji Baba Danpulu.
Spearheaded by Hamza Baba Danpulu and organized by ASOPEN, a humanitarian organization promoting the fight against illiteracy and unemployment, the goal is to empower youth all over Cameroon.
Who is fighting against illiteracy and who is giving the support to the youth population in all regions, not especially Muslim community, all Cameroonian, because we are promoting the diversity into the unity. And ASOPEN is a new organization that we have created with the support of Hamza Baba Danpulu also, to help population to have something to do in their life, to let them know how to be a good person in their future.
Getting to meet the IDPs in other parts of the region remains a challenge, but as a business tycoon and a philanthropist by nature, Alhaji Baba Danpulu has put all it takes to put a smile on the faces of these children as they prepare to hit the benches of their classrooms.
Give them the input, to give them the gift. As I said in my speech, we have been giving more than 70 million to the population of Northwest. Many of them, they cannot be here with us because of this crisis. But some who are with us, especially population from Ndop, Koum and others, they come together with us and we give them some support. Some of them, we pay them in school. That is why we are here in Bamenda, to support, to give them the input to go back to school, because it's the most important thing in the life.
This project was realized in collaboration with other partners like Minister Mbanyu Felix, First Deputy Mayor of the Bamenda City Council, Chi Devindo, among others.
Cameroonian companies in the building and public work sectors, created in 2010 till present date, disappeared from the market. The objective of the third business meeting day of 23rd August was to reverse the trend and revitalize the building and public work sectors. Unite to better dominate the market was what emerged from the team developed to improve the competitiveness of the value chain in building and public works. In 6 months, the table of difficulties was drawn up.
Indeed, we have this big problem here. I speak to you as a 30 years experienced company. The members of UNAPEC have to reach their annual business difficulties.
The meeting was organized to increase the capacities of active companies. The objectives were clearly displayed, but the sectors face difficulties due to lack of support.
Déjà, il y a dans le domaine du conseil en organisation.
Already, there is in a field of organizational consulting service, that is, it is necessary to be organized, have right people, have the necessary skills.
This third business meeting day made it possible to take stocks in order to control risks and make them viable.
On the occasion of the second edition in respect to the Brotherhood Tournament, football lovers demonstrated their talent in the city of Edea by vibrating to the rhythm of sports and multicultural activities this last month of vacations. An initiative of the Outstretched Hand Foundation, of which Transport Minister Jean-Ernest Ngale Bibehe is the promoter. 11 teams from the sub-division that make up the Sanaga Maritime Division cross swords from the 18th to the 21st August 2022. As stated by the booster, the competition was geared at promoting a communion of hearts and minds. For this second edition, he promised to sign a partnership with professional clubs to recruit the best. In the opening match, the veterans of Edea knocked horns with the old indomitable Lions. The match ended with a score of 2-1 in favor of Edea 1. Musical performance from renowned artists and the promotional sale of essential food products wrapped up the beautiful day.
Kenya's defeated presidential candidate Raila Odinga has filed an online petition to the country's top court challenging the August 9 election results that handed victory to his rival William Ruto. Veteran opposition leader Odinga, who ran with the backing of the ruling party, rejected the outcome of the poll, branding it a mockery after he narrowly lost to Ruto by around 230,000 votes. Although the elections passed off peacefully, the announcement of the results a week ago sparked angry protests in some Odinga strongholds. Since 2002, every presidential election in Kenya has triggered a dispute with this year's outcome, also causing a rift within the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, which oversaw the poll. Raila Odinga, who was marking his fifth bid for the top job, approached the Supreme Court in August 2017 when President Uhuru Kenyatta was declared the winner of the presidential race. The election in East Africa's wealthiest and most stable nation is seen as a democratic barometer for the rest of the region. The Supreme Court has 14 days from the date of the filing to hear the petition and give a verdict. Away from Kenya, Angolan presidential candidates wrap up a month-long campaign ahead of this week's election, which is likely to be a tense standoff between a ruling party in power for decades and an opposition with growing appeal among youth. The pro-Soviet Popular Movement for the Liberation of Angola, MPLA, led by President João Lourenço since 2017, has governed Africa's second-largest oil producer since independence from Portugal in 1975. The MPLA held its last rally on Saturday, but the current president attended an event on Monday focused on women's rights issues and indicated vote was fundamental for the future of the country. Fear of voter fraud has prompted the opposition UNITA to urge voters to stay near polling stations after voting to monitor the voting process. More than 14 million Angolans are eligible to vote and will elect the president and 220 MPs simultaneously with a single cross on the ballot.